Hi friends, hope you're doing swell. Hello friends, I hope you're doing swell and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alexis. I would love it if you stuck around. So today we're back with another build, but we are going to be using the Home Chef Hustle, which is a recent kit that I just got. And then we're also going to see if we can combine it with Lovestruck to see if we can make a decent looking house. So enough rambling, let's go ahead and go into build mode and start planning our house for today. Alright, so like I said, I got a few packs. So the recent videos we did Crystal Creations and Realm of Magic, we did base game and the sleek bathroom kit, and so today is the last one of like the new games and kits that I got that I wanted to kind of test out some build and buy. But you guys, it is May, which is so exciting. So I have pretty much all of my content planned out for the month of May, and I'm going to be filming a ton because I have some goals that I want to achieve over here on this channel in the month of May. So we have a lot of builds, a lot of challenges, a lot of the Nightmare Legacy Challenge. So definitely make sure you subscribe so you can stick around and see everything that comes up. But honestly, I played a whole Lovestruck Let's Play and I never saw this house. And this house is it's kind of really cute. Oh, I'm wondering instead, should we just like gut it? Or should we build our own like little house? Because I do love the vibes of this. So I'm wondering if we do something a little bit different today and we can just go like and renovate this house, but use just Lovestruck and the Home Chef Hustle because we did get some really nice kitchen stuff. And I think that's going to be fun because we've been doing a lot of building recently, but we haven't done any renovating. So let's just do that. So I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff. Get rid of this. We'll replace all the doors, all that fun stuff. But I love this type of archway in there. Alrighty, so I got the house pretty much bare bones. I didn't change, of course, this on the outside, but for today we're just going to be using Home Chef Hustle, Lovestruck, and base game. But I just loved the way that this house was designed, so I think we can do a nice little renovation. Now in real life this renovation would probably be extremely expensive, but we are in the Sims, so we can kind of do what we see fit. And I might also change like the layout of some of these bathrooms. I do like the fact of like them maybe having like their own ensuite, but some of the doors did delete, so I'm just going to remove them in general, and then we can just kind of replace some of those doors around the house. And I tried to find concrete, but that was the best thing that I can find for this like vibe of the house. But I do really love the bones of it. I'm going to go ahead and maybe bulldoze the terrain so we can also start on a fresh foot. Let's go ahead and find a new waste bag skit. So I'm gonna go to a base game Lovestruck because I think they might have the best bet. Yeah, let's go ahead and delete these two things, and then I don't want to use one of those. I think I just want to use like two of these, and let's change like a color to be like a recycling one, and then I'm gonna search for mailbox, and let's just use maybe one of those. And I just realized that I don't have my move objects on, so let's also go ahead and chuck those on because I love a good alt placing. Okay, so we have this flooring down right now. I might actually go to Home Shelf because I do think it came with some flooring. So let's go ahead and go there first. Yeah, we got this limestone, which honestly might look pretty good out here. What if that's bright? I was like, ooh, that might work. Maybe we tone it down a little bit and we can do some of this perhaps that came with Lovestruck, because I think that still looks really, really good. And I do want to change the roofing details on the patterns. We did get this from Lovestruck, but I think I want to do something maybe a little bit darker, perhaps. Because these, I just don't like the way that they kind of look in all of the lighting. They just look a little out of place. So I might just do something a little bit more plain on that, and then we can do something a little bit more elaborate with the actual color of the house. But I do want to add some of these funky trims because these are some of my favorites that came with this pack. I just think they look so good. And then we're going to go to the freezes as well. And I think I want to do like a gray, maybe like this copper color would look good. We'll just kind of place these around. There's like some outdoor lights. Oh my gosh, it's making me go up so high. There is some outdoor lights that I kept out there just because I want to kind of keep some of the bones. But I do like the way that this looks. So let's go ahead and go over to windows, because depending on like the window style, that might help as well with the coloring that we pick for the exterior. I do love these, but look how puny those are. We might have to go to medium. Yeah, medium wall height, which since this is like a renovation, can we make it a little smaller? We can. I know that's cheating, but like a renovation, they shrunk the house. You know what I mean? They just didn't need all that house. I'm going to take Home Chef Hustle and Base Game off because I just want to filter by this. And let me just go ahead and get rid of these windows because we're going to replace those. I do want to do something like that, just still like a little bit too puny. So what if we use maybe these urban pan taller windows, and we can do them in that pretty beige color, and we can still do like that 3 that they had. I'm gonna do like 2 right there. I'm gonna get rid of these arches because we can find some that look a little bit better. Yeah, like these that are on small wall height, and even those, it's just a little bit too narrow. So let's do, hold on, I want to make sure these place correctly. Do something like that. And then going down onto this floor, maybe we can have like a proper front door entrance, like over on this side. It's kind of looking like a jail cell. I think I like this one, this little arched one. Yeah, I like that. So let's go ahead and copy that for up here too, because we're gonna have to replace all of those windows, which is not bad. I might move these up a hair, because as you can see, I think this frieze or something is clipping in, or it might be the roofing. Might just get rid of that because it's not placing like I want it to. Let's go ahead and get rid of these windows too. Put maybe a big window right there, do 2 right there, and then I'm gonna kind of trace it as well. Oh my gosh, it's making me like jump to those apartments. I think they're behind us. But yeah, I'm gonna copy these as well. Okay, I'm really like sticking to these fake apartments. Like I can't go any further down because it's like making me go so far up because I'm attached to these. So I'm having to find like a little bit of a workaround, unfortunately. Yeah, look. This is so annoying. Okay, hold on. Do I have to, I don't want to go from like all the way back here. Yeah, I'm gonna just delete those because I'm gonna have to replace these from the inside. How pretty is that big window? And then just do it like right there. Okay. That works for me. Now I did get rid of that roofing detail just because it wasn't placing like I wanted it to. So I'm just going to re-put it down. So it's just clipping a little bit on the inside, and that's not the vibes we're kind of going for. So if it clips again, I might just put like a half wall or something. Oh, that looks a little bit better. Yeah. So let's just copy that and put that right there and then move that over 1. Cute. Okay, so we did get some fences, I believe, that came with Lovestruck. So let me go ahead and just put that pack back on because that's going to be the easiest to make sure we keep with the same vibes. Oh, they're so ornate. Maybe these instead though, because look, that's kind of cute. We can do that, and then I'm just going to tuck over there and do that. And I think that's the only fence that we did get. So I'm going to go over to Base Game. And I like this peachy color, so I'm like, should we just keep it? Because it is really cute. I like that Spanish style, so maybe we'll keep that the same. I'm going to go back and take off Base Game then, so we're going to keep that. And I'll go over to Lovestruck, and let's look for the wall patterns. Now, we got a few that could work. I don't think I want it to be like dingy, but I do think I want to do some type of like bright color. So what if we do some of that peach at the bottom that kind of matches, oh my gosh, the peach at the bottom, and then up here maybe we do like this yellow, because that could be cute. Do we like the yellow, or should we do like even more peachy down there, or should we do this yellow? Wait, I think I like this yellow at the bottom. My gosh, this is so annoying. It's like attaching to these apartments, so I'm gonna have to do it from back here, which sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm just gonna copy this color, just make sure it's all around. Oops, See, with me like all the way back here, I can't see this. Is pretty good. So I'm gonna just do some light landscaping because I really do like the bones of this house. But I am gonna add some more trees, some of my favorite landscaping, and then I'm also gonna probably add some windows down here, or maybe just change this tile in general with some Home Chef Hustle. And then we can go inside and start decorating our house for today. Alrighty, so this is what I have for the exterior of the house. Now the bones are pretty much the same. I just went in and updated and gave it a little bit more of my personality. I didn't add any terrain paint just yet because I did have a glitch a couple days ago where I did all the terrain paint and then it ended up deleting itself. But this is what the exterior is looking like. So they got plenty of room to entertain and also have a big happy family. And then upstairs, this is how I decided to do it. So you have this little walkway and then it splits off into the 2 bedrooms, and each of those bedrooms actually has its own bathroom. And then down here it does the same thing, except this bathroom is going to be also for the guests. And then we have 2 bedrooms right here. I might make one of them to like a playroom or office, it just depends. But then we also have a kitchen, which I think I'm going to keep the kitchen back here because we can use a lot of those new shelves and countertops from Home Chef Hustle. And then right here we're going to have that living room as well, and then we can have some type of like big pretty cozy fireplace. So let's go ahead, let me actually go over to base game first because I don't think the only flooring that did come with Lovestruck is that tile, so we could use that since it is more of like a Spanish style and feel of a house. And I might want to use, let me see, some of that tile for sure in the bathroom, and I think I'm going to go a little bit chaotic. So we can do that in there so we can kind of map out some of this stuff in those 2. And then for the matching tile, and then we can replace that of course with some Home Chef Hustle. I just want to have some things down, some bones. And then let's go back to flooring. I want to use wooden flooring because I think that'll be nice. It's just a matter of like finding one from the base game that might look pretty good. I think this one could look decent. I just don't want to use tile everywhere. So I think I'm gonna try to do something, yeah, like this. Alrighty, so this is gonna be like our entryway formal, I guess like room. So I do think I want to have some type of like, yeah, an actual like cozy fireplace over here. I do want it to be a little bit more brighter. So I'm just gonna add another saucer light because these emit so much nice lighting. And then I'm gonna go back over to Lovestruck and base game, and let's see. Okay, we don't have many couches to choose from, and then I also need to maybe unlock some of these things. Okay, so I have that sheet on, and now we can actually add some things from this pack. Now, I'm wondering if we should have like the kissy couches up here, up front, or if we should do something a little bit more like elaborate, because I haven't used those just yet from base game. So we could have the little one right there, and then right here, maybe have something like this. And I do want to use some of that like lime. Trying to see. Maybe we can do like white. That's so boring though. Let's do this green. Let's do something like that. And then let's go over. Is there any like coffee tables? We did get one from Lovestruck. I think I like these a little bit more. This one. Let's see if we can make this one work. Nah, I don't like it. So maybe we put one right there, and then I can scooch that over some, like a gold to match some of that. And then for lighting wise, we did get a candelabra from this, so I am going to place one right there. And then I'm probably going to place this little TV here as well. And then we just need to find like a gold type of swatch. Then going back over, let's find some plants. We did get quite a few. Well, we didn't get a lot of them, but we did get quite a few with the pack. And I think I might actually size down this one because I never get to use it just because it is so big. But I think it's going to look really pretty in this room. So we're going to size that down. We're going to keep that gold swatch. And then kind of want to use this little base game one too. I'm going to just alt place it like that. And we do have a few rugs, so let's go ahead and add one of these cozy ones. We're doing that light cream color. And I don't know if we got, yeah, we just got those and then these big ones, which I don't think really fit the vibe of the house, at least not down here. So I'm just going to use some of my newest favorite ones from base game. And let's go ahead and make those into that white color because it looks like you can actually pull them across. And I think that looks good. We do have a few accent tables. I want to use one of these from base game and maybe that minty color. And then perhaps add just like some little books. So we can add that one. I'm going to go over to kids clutter. I'm going to take base game off. I'm going to do that swatch. Then maybe those little terracotta pots. Kind of random, but we can use those. And then I'm going to go back to base game because I want to give us like a little coat hanger and then add some little shoes right there. But as I'm looking at it, we do need to have like some type of table in the center. So let's see. Could we perhaps maybe use this? Good. And then we go back over to clutter and then maybe we can add like a little open book because that's not bad. Oh, we do have a painting right there, which I need to get rid of. But we can add some of those really pretty paintings that came with Lovestruck. And we can actually add like one right here. Let me take base game off just so it's easier for me to see it. We have a collage. I kind of want to use these. I'm going to size it down one just because they are quite big, but they are so beautiful. Let's do something. I like it. It looks really good. Okay, let's go over to, yeah, let's see thing. I think I want to use some of this wallpaper, but I just don't know if it's like a little bit too much, you know what I mean? Like if we should do some stucco or if we should do some of this with like a little trim on it. Oh, I kind of like that key lime color. What if we do that and then we can go over, I was gonna say use like some of this. I think I like this a little bit better. So let's just keep kind of those bones the same. And then I was wondering if I go back to base game and then we go to clutter, since we do have like kids in this house, maybe we can add like a little, yeah, we'll use this one. And then we can put some little toys down. So the kids can hang out in the little living room and it's a nice little situation. So I'm thinking as well, maybe I need to delete that and then we could put another archway leading into this. So you can either go to the bathroom, you can go to that bedroom, or you can go to like the more informal type of dining room, living room, all-purpose room. So I think I like that. But let's go ahead and go into this bedroom because we are probably going to use quite a bit of Lovestruck. So I think I'm going to put that down first. Alrighty, so I want to use one of these cute little beds, and then we can give them like a little office as well. It's going to be, I don't know how many Sims. I want this to be like a big family house type of situation, so we're just going to figure it out as we go along. But let me maybe figure out the color. I want to kind of use some more of like these minty color. I don't really like that the legs aren't matching. So maybe we can do something like this. And then I do want to, I'm trying to see, like, I want to give them a laptop, of course. We could honestly add like gym equipment and then put the bedrooms like upstairs, like a bedroom for a family. Like that can be like the parents' bathroom, and that can be like a kid's bedroom, bathroom, and then down here it can be like an office and a gym, because that is kind of nice. Let's do the gym stuff. Let's do like, ooh, big money. They got some big money. We're gonna do that right there, and then maybe we can add like some little folding chairs, see where you can hang out and watch. Ooh, those are rusty. Let's do maybe those colors and that green color. Cute, cute, cute. Add some like little gym posters. I like that one. Coming over here, maybe we could have like a little weights machine. Doing that green color, of course. It is one of my favorites as of right now. What is this? A coffee table. I do want to put like a desk. Do like a little family situation where you can work from down here too. Maybe we can put like a bookshelf or something back there. Let's do this lighter color. I might do gray. I know that's boring, but I think it's gonna fit the vibes a little bit more. Let's add this really pretty plant. It's just so big, but it's so pretty. I'm gonna place it a little bit off the wall. We can have some little kitty posters over here. That one had wine on it, so maybe not that one, but that one kind of works. And then we can have another one of those, like down here. That's a chicken, a beer. I think I just like the default swatch with that little thing right there. This little pergola would be nice for out here. So let's toss that. And then I like that yellow color. Let's do that. Sir, we need to add some weights for our little athletic room. And then I'm going to go back in through base game and then find some more stuff too. I just want to place like some of these bones down first. Desperately probably need a little fan, and honestly we can probably put like a fan in all these, because probably super hot just like it is down here in the south. It can get so unbearably hot. So having fans in the rooms are so helpful, just with like AC wise, so you don't burn your AC out. I like that. Okay, and then what if like, oh, that's too big, but that's okay. We can go over to base game, and then I'm gonna go, I think I can go by bathroom, yeah. And we can add some of these. So we have like a little wall of mirrors right there. And then I want to go by activities. So I think I go, yeah, to hobbies and skills. Ooh, I like the idea of adding a punching bag. But maybe we don't have all that stuff in here. We don't have to have every single piece of like clutter in here. So we can just keep it that way. And then we add like a little PC right there, then some books right there. And I think I'm gonna go back over by the kids clutter. Perhaps just add like this little open Facebook so it looks like they're doing some homework and writing. And then we can go back over to the kiddos, and let's just add some cute little lights. So we can add that one right there. Then maybe like this little Lindsay speaker over here. I might actually size this down because it is quite big. Cute. I like that. Okay, now we need to figure out some type of wallpaper. So I'm going to take base game off because I think I'm going to go and see about, let's go back to Lovestruck, because I do know I want to use Home Chef Hustle for like the kitchen and the bathrooms. So we are going to use that wallpaper for that. Oh my gosh, that is a lot. Even that is nice, like that muted yellow. So let's do that. And I was wondering if there was any like floor lamps, but it doesn't look like it. So I might just put like one of like little ones from the base game. Cute, cute, cute. Now we're gonna have to use the same curtains, which is fine. I'm gonna throw this one in white too, so we have a little bit of privacy too while we work out. I'm wondering if we need some type of like rug or mat, like over in this little section. So let me go to base game. We can do like 2 little circle ones so you don't scratch up the floor. We can do it in that sad beige color. Cute. So we got like a little home office situation. I think that's really, really nice. So I'm going to go in and actually do the bathrooms off camera, just because we're not using the sleek bathroom kit. So we're not going to have all the really cute stuff, but we're going to finish furnishing the rest of the house together. But I think I'm just going to get the bathrooms out of the way. Alrighty. So I was like in the zone and it didn't take me much time at all. So this is the primary bathroom. So I gave him a tub, then added some Lovestruck and base base game items all around. And then going over to the kids' bathroom, that is really floating. Y'all, I tried to place it with that 9 key that I recently learned how to do, but I think I need to do Shift 0. Will that bring it down some? Yeah, I just placed it like a little bit too high, but I want it to be on top of that. So it looks like you got some clean clothes on top of this basket. Gave them a little toiletry thing and tried to make it a little bit more kiddie-ish. It is a little bit darker in here, but I do like having just that one light, so I'm going to keep it that way. And then the bathroom downstairs for like the guests or anything like that, we have a full-on bathroom with the plumb bob and all that fun stuff, and a full bathroom as well. This is still placing like kind of weird. I think I just need to all place it like that. Yeah, I do think I might need to go back in and add some more like little pictures, because it looks like I didn't add any in these, so we can do that together. So since it's like a kid bathroom, maybe we can add those two just right there. And then this is like the parents' bathroom, so I want to add something right there. And honestly, we can just use this new base game collage maybe in that one. Dude, I like that. Okay, so let's do some home chef hustle. I think we've done a lot of decorating. Now it's time to get into like the home chef hustle type of thing. So I'm gonna take all of those filters off because I have yet to see everything that actually came in that pack. So let's go by everything. Oh, these countertops, I've been waiting all of my life for them. And honestly, I'm thinking, let me take this off, because I'm wondering if we can do like a little guest bed right here, because I think that would be nice. Because right now we just have 2 bedrooms, so we can furnish this one together as like a guest. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that, and let's just add some of this down, and then a little bedroom door right there. Cute. Okay, now I don't think I want this to be closed off, because I think that would be nice to have it kind of open. So I'm gonna go back over to Home Chef Hustle. Oh, we got this pretty wallpaper. Oh, this is so gorgeous. I want to use this yellow. I think I like that one. Oh, I like that green too. Oh, I like that one too. All of these are so pretty. Ooh, yeah, I like this. I'm wondering if I should go in and update some of these. I don't know. I don't think I want to add that in there, but I do really like the way that this looks. So let's go ahead and kind of place our countertops. Now, I want it to be somewhat of like a gallery kitchen, so we can use everything that did come in this pack. So let's go by everything and let's just start placing stuff. So I do want maybe that right there. This is a stove. Okay. Put the stove right there. Yeah. And maybe the fridge right here. I loop this around. I can. We might have to move that window, but I like the way it's looking right now, so we're gonna keep it. And then we can do bam bam, something like that. And then on this side, maybe we can do like a little bar situation, but we can give them quite a bit of like countertops. I like that though. I think it looks good, because we did get quite a bit of clutter. So let's do that. But I do want to see what color swatches. Ooh, these are so pretty. What if we use this? I'm thinking yeah, I think that's pretty. These are gonna be such a game changer. Updating my kitchens and my builds. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Oh, and we got some new like counter, like these little things too. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I'm ahead of myself. Let's do one right there. I think this slots, oh, like right on top. Okay, let's do a cabinet right there, a cabinet right there, a little corner piece right here. Maybe we add this little corner piece right there. Let me get rid of that one behind it. And then we can add another one of these, like right there. That works. Okay, let's go back to Home Chef, because I still need to see everything. I want to see if it came with like a vent hood or anything. It did. So let's just add that and that color. And then we got some of these like little decorative shelves. I want to use some of those too, and we can place some of this clutter. Okay, I do want to put the seasonings up there. Gotta have those. And then maybe we can put our knives and stuff. And I want to add this right here. because that gives off such pretty lighting, as you can see. And then we got some little clutter over there too. Now I want to give our sim like a waffle maker, because I make protein waffles every single morning and they are so good. So I want to make sure our sim also has that luxury of having some good waffles every morning. And then I like that little clutter bit too. It doesn't come with like really bright swatches, but I'm not mad about the swatches that it does come with. Let's do that color. And then maybe we can add some like little plates. I just want to use everything that came in this pack. So we'll use that green and maybe, ooh, no, I like that blue. We'll use that. We'll do a little way system. I'm gonna alt place that so it fits a little bit better. And I'm gonna pull these up just a hair. Let me see what color. Oh, I like that one because it looks like we're actually doing like a recipe of some sort. And then I'm gonna add that right there because it looks like we're grating some things to make pasta. Is that everything? Oh, a pizza oven, waffle. Might be a lot of it because I think that'd be fun. No, because you also have food stands over in Lovestruck, so that's actually perfect. Are there any plants that came with this pack? No. Okay, that's fine. There was a tile, I believe. If we use... Okay, so now that we used everything from Home Chef Hustle, let's go back over... Let's do base game and Lovestruck. Where are you, girl? There we go. I want to get some bar seats. Yeah, these from Lovestruck. I'm doing them in that minty green color that is so beautiful. We don't really need any lighting per se. I do want to add some little flowers and stuff from Lovestruck. So we're going to add that one. And then let's add the little bouquet over there as well. They came with some really pretty bouquets in Lovestruck. I am a fan. Let's just add that right there. And then perhaps let's give our Sims a little money trash can, because this house is probably very, very expensive. So they're going to probably need all the coins that they can get. I like the way this looks. I think I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna keep it this way. I was gonna add maybe like a roundabout corner thing, but I think I like it the way that is. I do want to add this though. Could we like put the fruit basket? That might be too much. Okay. We don't have to put everything. Ooh, a wall phone? Duh. We're gonna add one right there. Cute. I wish these were like low-key functional though, but I still enjoy it. And I want to use this too because it has some little blankets on it, because those are always cozy to have at home. Let's add some paper towels up there. And then perhaps also, let's go ahead and add like a little rug. Is there a rug that came with Home Chef Hustle? I don't believe so. Yeah, I didn't think so. So we might just have to use like one of these. Cute. I might get rid of this little saucer light. Yeah. And honestly, I might get rid of this too, because I think that might be a little bit too much going on in this room, but I do really like the way that this turned out. So I think I'm going to copy, maybe not this color per se, but maybe we can go like a little bit more like white. That white's kind of boring. What if we do like this little sad beige color? We can add it in there, then add it in here too. Cute. I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and furnish this little guest bedroom where all of this stuff is clipping in. I think it would be nice to have like a little guest bed though for our Sims to host and have people over. So let's go back to Lovestruck. I don't think that there was a single bed, but we can at least like put those two filters on just to kind of check and see. Alrighty, let me see. No, there wasn't a single bed. There's this one, this junky bed. I don't think I want to use that. This house is too cute to have that. We've been using a lot of these pride beds recently, so maybe we just use like, I don't like that. Might use this one instead. Yeah, we can do that green color. Then I might copy one of these windows. And honestly, we kind of need some windows over here. Something like that, so we get some more lighting, because it was looking a little sad, a little dark. But I have to go back and put those filters on. And let's go back to bedrooms. Yeah, let's see about a little side table. There are some that came. We like these little plants, so let's add like one right there for our guest. And then I do want to add like a little clock, so let's put one right there, and perhaps put like a little alarm clock. Cute. I do really like this little IKEA looking dresser, so let's do something like that. And then we can add like a mirror. That's too big. Cute, cute, cute. I'm trying to think what else we can kind of add in here. I might add some more pictures from Lovestruck. Like this. So pretty. And they come with some really cute swatches too. So in hobbies and skills, we can get like a little like easel. If I can pick it up. Let's do a little easel. Cute. Okay. And I am going to use this rug that came from Lovestruck because it is so cozy looking. And then what if we do like that dark navy color? That is our little guest bedroom. It's just simple, somewhere to lay their heads and stuff like that. But I think it's nice to have like a little guest room. So let's go ahead and furnish this room. It is huge, but we are going to do maybe like a huge couch, I'm thinking, and somewhere to like really entertain the family. So let's see. We can do like a couch right here and perhaps like some chairs, or we can do like 2 big couches. This is where Dream Home Decorator would be so clutch. Add another little fireplace. Those are really cute and cozy. And we can keep that color. I don't mind that. Don't mind that green, to be honest. So let's use this green. I might place it up just a little bit. Something like that. Okay, do we get any pretty like lamps? Didn't get any like floor lamps, and I don't think I want to use these that came with the pack. I don't want to use everything from Lovestruck. I just want to use everything from Home Chef Hustle. And maybe we can add like a little candelabra or something. Or let's do this. Add another one of these fluffy rugs. So cozy. And we can do that navy color again. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then we probably need to add another little floor lamp. Maybe we just add like one of those again. It's kind of ugly though. Maybe we use this one instead. And what coffee table? I had this one. I kind of might just copy some of that clutter and just stick that right there. We can add this plant again and just put it back there. I'm gonna go back over to Lovestruck and Base Game, and let's go over here to accent tables. I want to use this one again, and I want to add some little buses and stuff. Yeah, a chicken. Never do that. Maybe like a little toy train. Like a little, we don't have a dining room. That's what I was forgetting. I was like, we need a dining room. We can do the dining room back there. I did want to have like a little place for like kiddos, but let me keep this out. Maybe we just put like little toys. Like the little kiddos are just over here playing, watching TV. Cute. Okay, and then I do want to put a Lovestruck painting up. So we have that one, which we've already used. We do have this like little gallery wall that's cute. Maybe we should put it like, and I don't like how puny it is. So let me take off Base Game. I think I want to use this instead. Ooh, this one. Let's do that. Cute. Okay, now I don't think there was any like tables. There is a dining room table. What? I was like, I don't think there was a dining room table that came with it, but there was. Okay, do we got chairs? We got cute oh wait, hold on, I was wrong. That is not a dining room table. Why aren't these slotting then? Delete. Base Game. Getting a nice little warm brown color. Then we can use some more of those like pretty little chairs. And then we can add a high chair on the end right there. Not that we have babies in this house, so maybe not. Maybe we just have kids. No babies. Ooh, that mint color is really pretty, but I think I want to pull some of that like teal out of that carpet over there. So let's do that. We need some more rugs. I'm gonna make this Base Game one work. Dude, I'm gonna keep these windows open because I like how airy that is. And I think over here we can go back and find some more kid stuff, because I was like, oh, I should probably put like some kids things down. So maybe we can give them like a little dollhouse, maybe like a little activity table, so you can like watch your kids while you're also eating. I like that. That is cute for downstairs. It's not bad whatsoever with just using those 3 packs. Well, using those 2 packs and including Base Game. So let's go ahead and go upstairs. Finishing the bathrooms make you feel like you've accomplished so much more than what you might have. But I'm going to go ahead and start on this kid's bedroom. Now, we got to figure out the vibes and feel. I do perhaps want to do a bunk bed situation. Like we can have a bunk bed right here and put like a little kitty desk under it. And then maybe on this side, we can just have like a regular, it doesn't have to be like a baby bed. like a single bed. We can use another one of these like Pride ones. Bring that back too. We can do that navy. Navy too. That blue swatch. Do think we should go a little bit more colorful with these. What if we do these like little stars? I might bring this back just a hair. Put a little end table right there. And then we need to get the Defender lights so our Sims aren't scared. I think one will suffice for the room. And we'll just do it in that blue color too. And then over here, I think I'm gonna give our Sims, wait, hold on. We can give them their own little TV. Let's put that right there. Cause I wanna give them those little bear chairs. Where are they? Kids furniture, there they go. We can do like bam, bam. And then we can do like a little accent table. And then we can give them a little kitty TV. Cause that's so cute. We'll do like some fun little swatches on this. Don't have to be like matchy-matchy or anything like that. I get us a little light right there. We do need a rug, and we have used this one in the bathroom, but it might work again for in here. So let's add that blue one right there, and then maybe over here we can use those blue clouds again. Ooh, or that. Let's do that. I might get rid of this light and just give our Sim like a little light on their desk. Light right there. A light on their desk. And get them a little chair. And I'm trying to see what other clutter we can probably like toss around. Not bad. And then we can do another like little dinosaur rug of some sort. Or ladybugs. Let's do this one. Cute. Okay, now we got to figure out what type of wallpaper we want to use. Let's go over to Lovestruck. Lovestruck. Okay, maybe we can use some of this funky fun one. I like that deep green, and that kind of works. It's not bad at all. So let's do that. And I'm gonna go by everything in Lovestruck too, just to make sure I'm not missing anything that I might want to add. But I think I got everything that I might want to add for this. I do want to give them this little game. Yeah, but I think that's pretty like good to go for the little kids room. I like it. Now let's go over into the parents' bedroom. I'm trying to see, should we add something like right here, or maybe we should just do some plants? We do have this one already outdoors, but honestly, this little gallery wall could perhaps work. We've been trying to make it work in these little places, so that could do. And then maybe also and some more flowers. It's kind of huge. I can scooch it back some so we can do that. Those flowers. I think that's about it. We can add, I like these candelabras. So what if we put like a candelabra on both sides? Cute. Okay. That works for me. So let's go ahead and go over into the parents' bedroom. Alrighty, so I know I want to use this cream bed. And then I want to give them their own like little desk setup. So we can also just like stick that right there. We did get some side tables, and we haven't, what is this? Oh, a leather seat. Saucy. I want to use these. Then I kind of want to use this bearskin rug in that brown color. Okay, what else can we add in here? Maybe we can add some little plants. Honestly, what if we put the little desk on a jaunty angle and then we add the plants like right there? Because that could work. And then like over here, we can put like dresser of some sort. I don't think there was any, there was none that came with this pack. That's okay. We can add this like at the, maybe not at the foot of the bed, maybe like over here. Now I'm going to take off Lovestruck just because I don't have everything that I do need. So I'm going to go back over to base game. Let's go over to the bedroom tab and let's find a chest or drawer. We might just have to use this ugly one. And then I am going to use that other one from Lovestruck too, where you can like change outfits. So we're gonna do like that right there. We'll do it in that color, and then we'll do that light color too. Might move this over a little bit. Do want to add another plant, so let's just do this base game, which I like. Let's go ahead and add like a little laptop. I'm gonna add these curtains again just because they fit the vibes. And if something is fitting the vibes, you just gotta use it. We'll do like that right there. Cute. Okay, should we have something else up here? I do want a telescope like out here. And I want a chess table. Ooh, and maybe a bonsai tree. So you have all of your skill building stuff out there. I think that might be it, honestly, for this bedroom. So let's go ahead and go over to wallpaper, because I want to use some more of that wallpaper from Lovestruck. I like that. And it's just a plain and simple little bedroom. Sometimes you don't have to add all that stuff in there. So let's go ahead and look for a little table lamp to go on both of these. And honestly, I kind of want to use these. So let's do these two. And let's do it in that little gold color. Cute. That's our little parents' bedroom with our window glitching. There we go. So let's go ahead. I think I'm going to keep this maybe pretty bare, but I am going to add some bookcases. Study bookcases. Yeah. I want to add quite a few of these. And maybe like a little place for our Sims to like read books up here. So we can do like one right there. Ooh, there is a little couch though from Lovestruck that we could use. So let's go ahead and just use that. We did use the lip one. I was thinking this one. Because look how cute that is. Oh, I'm doing that brown color and maybe go a little bit warmer on those. Are there any wall sconces? There is one. I thought we used it, yeah, outside. That looks more like an outside lamp though. We just use one of those. And then we can grab, yeah, that's cute. Okay, and then over in this section, we need some plants desperately all the way around. So I think I'm gonna just go, not crazy, but we're just gonna add some plants. There's not like a ton that came with base game. Okay, so that's our little landing way. We've got somewhere to hang out, read, nap, listen to some music. Then last but not least is this little area out here. I am gonna add that bonsai tree. I like this right there. And I want to make this a little bit more browner. So I might have to find a different one. Let's go ahead and go to base game because that's going to be the easiest to find something. Yeah. Not this one. Let's do this one. Because I think there's a brown swatch. And let me go outside. Grab some little furniture. And bam. Oops. Bam, bam. And then we can place it on like a little angle. Oh my gosh, I love the way that this renovation turned out. But last but not least, we have to do some terrain. And I'm not going to go crazy with it. I just want to kind of like just trace it. Just to give it like a little bit more dimension. I'm not the greatest at terrain paint. I just kind of like go through and just add it where I see fit. Where realistically have some like spots. And there you have it, guys. That is our Lovestruck and Home Chef Hustle house. I hope you enjoyed today's video, friends. If you did, make sure it's fun things like give it a big old like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, as well as press that bell notification so you'll be notified each and every time that I post. And until next time, friends, I hope you are doing swell, and I will see you very soon. Bye.